Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Whoops. Hi, Tex.
Be right back.
I didn't realize he was doing that. Or he's going to do that. Hope everybody's having a good start to your week. Happy Tuesday to you. Yeah. I kind of lost my train of thought there.
All right.
Hey, Tex is here. I didn't know you were coming in today, buddy.
Caught me mid-blow. I was blowing my nose.
Gotcha.
Not doing blow. I was blowing my nose.
Right. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Had a hell of a show last night.
Yes, you did.
Had Brent with Paranormal Portal on, and every time me and him get together, it's always a great conversation, and then with Brandy into the mix, and it's just the three of us going back and forth. I mean, it was really, if you watch the show, it's just really fantastic chemistry between the three of us.
Yeah.
So I think y'all are going to start seeing more of him around. And then we got on the show last night. After the show, I did a pre-record with him on his show.
Oh, awesome! Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Talking about my paranormal encounters.
Yeah,
but
that's cool. And you know, I mentioned this before, but or to you backstage, I knew you had him on. I hadn't really heard his voice before, but when I turned it on, he just has this voice that just kind of stops you, and like, wow, that is a great voice that he has. You don't hear that too terribly often anymore.
No,
but yeah,
no, he's very, and I like how you said it before we got on air. He's got that voice that draws you in.
Yeah. I just realized I have from our Wednesday night show, I have my name wrong. So hang on a second.
Yeah. You got the wrong background on, so we're saying.
I had the wrong name because we were all doing American Donny, American Brandy, male Brandy. Brandy didn't change hers.
Yeah, she had Swiss Miss, I think. I had male Jason.
There we go. I forgot to change that. I don't know if I had it on another show or not. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. If I did, oh well. I changed it back. So, but anyway, hope everybody's week is starting out good. Don't really have anything planned. I mean, we did this last week and didn't have anything planned, and just kind of went with it and had a good old time. So what I do have a few stories to share with you guys. I shared some of them on last Wednesday, but I wanted to share them with you guys again. Hey Smurfy, hey little Patty, are you guys going to do are we going to do a Halloween show, Tex? I know that the girls will have it on Thursday, and that's Halloween night, but they're going to have Dennis Carroll on that night. So I don't know if we're going to do anything on Halloween night.
Well, I won't. I mean, I'll be at work, but
yeah.
You talking about that Wednesday?
Well, Wednesday, Halloween's on Thursday night.
Yeah,
but I know that
I'll be at work. So.
Yeah, I thought Krista was saying something about a costume party or something on here.
Well, what we talked about is having people send us their costumes, their costumes, and having a costume contest that way. But normally, I think everybody's dressing up, as far as I know, for the show.
Okay. And that actually reminds me, if you guys have um, display that you guys do at your house or something, or your office or a cubicle or whatever room, send the pictures to me. And on November 2nd, we will have, I'll have a medium on that night. We're going to do a little decoration contest for you guys. I'll put all the pictures in the chat. No freaky, I haven't. But send them in, Paranormal Among Us 72 at gmail.com. And we'll have a little contest on there. And the winner will get a t-shirt and a pillow. So get those in. You still have time. No rush. So anyway, what I thought I would do today is I had a few encounters since I've been back from the haunted castle house in Brumley. And I think it's kind of weird. I don't know if I got an attachment that came home with me or something's just weird happening here. So the first time that was we went to Brumley on September 13th. So last Friday, well, I think it was last Friday. So every Christmas Eve, we have my cousins and my aunt and uncle come over, and we do Secret Santa, and we have our Christmas party with the family there at our house. And last Friday, or a couple Fridays ago, I don't remember, we had the family over to draw names, and we do like a little dinner and everything just to draw names, and everybody gets together. So we were all kind of standing in the kitchen. And first of all, this was my dad's side of the family. And we were all standing kind of in the kitchen. And you know those rubber stoppers that you put in the sink to keep the water from going down the drain?
Yeah.
I had one sitting on top on top of the sink by the faucet. So it was completely on the sink. None of it was hanging over onto the sink. All of a sudden, the stopper falls down into the sink. And the kitchen is kind of in the middle of the house. And
Okay.
the only thing that I've ever noticed shaking the counter by the sink there is when the garbage disposal is on. I mean, we've had, unless there's a huge truck going by or something, if you're just kind of walking by, it doesn't vibrate enough to move things. Right. So I looked at my cousin. I'm like, did you see that? And she said, yeah. So I put it back up there, and I'm jumping around. I'm kind of banging on the sink, on the countertop. Nothing happened. So I don't know. And this is my dad's side of the family. So I don't know if dad showed up and was trying to tell everybody, hey, look, I'm here too. So, party can go on with me too. So
probably trying to tell your ass to do the dishes.
Yeah. But the sink was empty. I did the dishes already.
So,
yeah. Or maybe it was thanking me for. Yeah, maybe it was thanking me for doing the dishes.
maybe.
Or maybe I didn't clean them enough. So,
hey, Jupiter.
What's up, Tom? So that was the first instance. And then one day last week, it had to have been during the week because my wife was working while I was up in the shower. And we have glass doors on our bathroom shower. And I have my, in the shower, we have a light speaker. And I had my phone on the counter. And I was listening to music. So I'm in the shower, and I noticed that my phone lights up. And I was kind of looking to see if it was a text or a message or what it was. And all of a sudden, and I have a picture of this. I don't have the video of this actually happening, but here's this. So you see that black circle on the counter, that the hair tie thing next to the chapstick? That thing of floss was sitting on top of the hair tie. And
Yeah.
when I was looking at my phone, out of the corner of my eye, I see that floss box or whatever it's called flip up and fall into the sink. Now, afterwards, I saw that and I'm thinking, well, that's kind of strange. So I finished my shower and I get out and I call down for my wife to come up, and I asked her, how long was this? Is this sitting? Has it been sitting on this spot? And she said it's been there for a couple weeks. She doesn't really move it. She doesn't floss much. And I'm like, okay, have you ever noticed it move? And she said no. So, and then I asked her if any trucks have gone up and down the road, because she works downstairs and has a view of the front of our house. She said no trucks that she noticed. There's a big, kind of a busy street behind us. No, we have a quarry not too far from here. We have cement or dump trucks that go by every now and then. I didn't notice any, and it's fairly frequent that they come by, and nothing like this has ever happened before. And if that were the case, I would think a lot of other things would have fallen over, and that icy hot and whatever that black tube is, probably some kind of hair gel.
Well, so that was sitting on top of that hair tie.
Yep. So it was a like few inches away from the sink.
Well, it had to flip over. Yeah, it had to flip over that gold thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And it did. It just flipped up and didn't slide off, but it kind of tumbled over. And I'm looking at this and like, what happened? So I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out at all. So I don't know if, and I mentioned this to Brandy, and I don't know if something came home with me or what happened. Yeah, Mickey, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I had company. I would prefer that they not be in the shower with me.
Well, maybe it's the same thing I had in the shower with me.
Yeah, when you had that, you had that voice.
How you doing?
You had Joey Tribbiani from Friends in there.
A female version of him, anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, that would be Rachel, wouldn't it? Huh. Anyway,
I would say, you got a little poultrygeist activity.
Yeah. I mean, so far it's not. I mean, if that's the only thing that's happening is things falling off the sink, I don't know if I should be too concerned. Hey, Pancho. Hey, Keith from 1675. But Freaky asks how far apart time wise was the kitchen and the bathroom? Less than a week.
Oh.
So I think the kitchen was on a Friday night, and then the bathroom thing would have been like the following Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. So I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You're not hearing any water hammer or anything like that, right?
No.
Yeah, sounds like you got something.
Yeah,
creeping around.
And the speaker in the ceiling, I mean, it doesn't have any bass to it, really. I mean, so nothing would have vibrated off of it. I mean, that's all the way up in the ceiling, a good 8 feet away from the sink, 10 feet away from the sink. So that wouldn't have done it. Certainly my singing wouldn't have done it.
Well, maybe you ought to do an EVP session.
I did. I took, I couldn't really jump out of the shower right away. So I later on, after I got dressed and stuff, I got my little recorder out and I went in there and I didn't see anything, but and that was about 15 minutes after it happened. So I'm thinking it might have gone away or whatever. Hey, Gary. Gary's driving. So
is this really the only two things you've noticed here lately?
Yeah, really, the only things that I've noticed since I've been back from Bremley, and that was, like I said, September 13th. So over a month now.
Anything before that?
I had one time, and this was about football season last year, playoff football season last year. And I was sitting in the family room watching TV on the couch. I had my dog sitting next to me. Directly behind where I was sitting was a short wall, and then the kitchen sink, and my wife was at the stove, which was on the other side of the kitchen from that. So she was about 10, 15 feet away from me. And, I'm watching the game. I don't remember what game it was. Didn't matter. But all of a sudden I heard coming from my right up by the ceiling, somebody whisper, "Oh my God," just like that. And, that got my attention. And so I looked around and I didn't see anything. And I verbally said, "Hey, honey, did you just say something?" And she said no. She thought that I said something. So we both heard it, whatever that was. So, and it kind of sounded, it didn't sound like a man's voice. It almost sounded like a young boy's voice or something.
Right.
So, yeah. So,
well,
and as far as I know, nothing has happened in this house. We're the second owners of the house. The people before us they had two daughters. I know. I don't remember much about them, but they made their own wine in the garage. They would stomp the grapes in the garage, and they had the barrel downstairs. And that's really all I know about it. I don't know if anything happened in the house or not. Nothing was disclosed when we bought it. Smurfy, we've lived in this house. We'll be married 21 years, about 20 years now.
Yeah, I'd try to do an EVP session.
I might do that.
Because like Kimber said, you did get scratched, so something was trying to get your attention when you were at Brumley, right?
Well, I got scratched at Ray County, but I think I was egging something on there. So I don't know if they would have scratched me there and just stuck with me. Sometimes we get hitchhikers, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my last shows, Daniel from Magical Journey said that he saw something behind me. So I don't know. I'll I might do an EVP sometime when my wife's not around, because I don't know if that'll freak her out or what. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
That would be my next course of action, just because I'm stupid and curious.
Yeah. But I'm the same way. I mean, I would love to know what's around here. I just would hate for something really negative to be here, and something that I would possibly bring back that is not necessarily nice to my wife and son. So don't want that.
Yeah, at least you got, at least you got Krista and Brandy around. If you had anything, they could help you out.
Yeah, that's true. And they both offered to, if I need them to come over. And I have some other friends that live down by Lake of the Ozarks in Osage Beach, which is about 2.5, 3 hours away, that they can come over to. So I think if anything happens, I think I'll be calling somebody real quick. So, and I got my sage stuff too, so I can always do something around the house with that.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah. So certainly very interesting, and something I never thought that I would have to worry about. But the blondes say not to investigate your own house. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if it's not really investigating. It's just, I just want to find out what it was. I mean, if it's, I don't know. What do you think of that? Not to investigate your own house.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know there was a drawback to it, but
I mean, I could see not wanting to, bring like a Ouija board or open things up to bring things into your house. But I mean, if stuff is happening in your house, you're going to want to find out what it is. So I don't know.
one thing you could do, you could get a hold of, you could reach out to Danielle and see if she can pick anything up.
Yeah. Okay. I will do that. And I know, well, like I said, Daniel from Magical Journey has said something. Shelly has, I think Shelly one time said that there was some kind of energy around me on one of my shows. I don't know if it was probably up here. I don't know if it was outside, but she noticed some energy around here. So
Yeah. Yeah. Reach
very
out to
interesting.
Danielle, see if she can pick anything up.
Yeah.
And then, cleanse it or whatever you need to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know it wasn't a good idea to investigate your own house. That's a new one on me.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but yeah. I mean, just to have a recorder going, I don't know how bad that would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, and I've had cat balls. So we have a picture. Both my dad and my father-in-law are no longer with us,
Right.
and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to put cat balls by each of their pictures. And nothing really ever happened, except when our golden retriever barks, they go off like crazy. And at first I was thinking, okay, maybe they don't like hearing her bark. But then I'm thinking it might just be the frequency of her bark. I don't know, but it just went off when they bark. So that might be something interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Keith said sometimes people may be hesitant to see who or what is in their home. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, that would be the only drawback that I would think of to investigate your house. But then
Yeah.
again, doing what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if the blondes were the ones that did it, I'd ask them about it.
Yeah. Yeah. But then again, if something is going on here, then I'm going to call them to come and help me with it.
There you
So
go.
they'll be investigating it. So I don't know.
But I'm kind of thinking it was the dogs barking because I know that kind of I don't know that set the cat balls off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna put them in a different spot, and then I'm gonna just see what happens.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know
Maybe put
if
one in your bathroom. See what happens.
Hey, Truth Walker, good to see you.
What's up, Truth?
Yeah.
Hey, Pamela.
Yeah. So what have you been up to?
Well, I had a busy night yesterday.
Yeah. You're
Yeah, like
showing.
I said, I did my show and then did Brent's show and um, but and Sunday I did of course I did the true crime show.
Yeah.
But that's kind of getting things geared up for to go to Jefferson, getting ready to do that.
Yeah,
But
that's in
yeah,
2 weeks. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, right?
no, it's
Or
just coming weekend,
this weekend.
right? Am I right?
I think so.
No, I don't know.
I
Let me
usually
look
just
real
play it
quick.
day by day. Whatever my wife tells me I need to do, just go ahead and do it.
What is today? Today is
Today
the
is the
15th.
15th.
Yes, this coming weekend. And then the following weekend, I'm going to Brown Springs.
Oh, sweet. And that weekend we'll be at that's the 26th.
Yes.
Yeah. That weekend we'll be at Ray County with the Blondes and the Booze, and Mickey will be there as well. I know she couldn't be here after 1:30, so.
And if anybody wants to go to Brown Springs, hit me up.
I want to go to Brown Springs. Can't go this weekend, but I want to go there. So today is Kimber's daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Kimber's daughter.
Happy birthday to Kimber's daughter.
Should we sing?
We can sing.
I don't know that we can. I can't.
Well,
Miranda. Happy birthday, Miranda. We'll just say happy birthday. I don't want to sing.
Happy birthday, Miranda.
There we go.
I think Kim wants us to sing.
I don't see her saying that, though. Okay. Go ahead.
What do you mean, me go ahead? It's your show.
But you're my guest on the show. Oh, she said no.
Kimber says nope.
Yeah, wait. She didn't just say no. She said nope, and then she said no.
No.
All right, Kim. All right. I'll remember that, Kim. Just kidding, Kim. She's turning 15.
No, I'm gonna guess 28.
28. Let me see. Kim was talking about her singing, not us. Okay, well. Okay, so Smurfy said 15. I'm gonna say she's gonna turn 32.
That's a good guess, and she just put it in chat.
I was hoping you didn't see that. I was gonna say, actually, I was gonna say probably 20, but so
she's pretty much the same age as my oldest daughter.
There you go. 32. I don't remember much about when I think we had just gotten married. And today is go ahead.
It's little Patty's brother's birthday too. So happy birthday to little Patty's brother.
Okay, let's take a guess on his age. I don't have a clue. I'm gonna say 43.
I'm gonna go 34.
Little Patty. It's kind of a fun little game here. Okay, Kimber says 45. Little Patty, how old's your brother? We'll play guess my age
brother. Brother. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just throwing out a number. I have no idea.
I have no idea how old little Patty is, so there's that.
Okay, Pam says 54, so we have 54, 45. I don't remember what I said. I said 45.
I don't remember what I said either.
Oh, well.
And we're still waiting on little Patty. Drum roll, please. Maybe she don't want to tell us.
Yeah, well, that means she's not
telling us.
Geeks
is 150.
Freaky, I think that might be wrong. Oh, I said 42. Kim, thank you for keeping me remembering what I say. I mean, can't spell my name, but you remember what I say.
Paul, yeah.
Oh, would have been
He would have been
72.
72.
Well, uh, well, we were all wrong.
Well, little
And
Patty, that's 69. That's a good age.
And Patty, I'm sorry that you lost your brother.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Me too.
Yeah. I don't have any brothers or sisters, so. And what's weird is I wanted two kids because I didn't like being an only child, and my wife had complications from when she was pregnant with my son now, so we just didn't. I didn't want her to go through another 9 months of that, so we just have the one. So I'm an only child. My son's an only child. So Kim was an only child. So
I have an older brother and older sister.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
My wife is
they are, my brother's like 14, 15 years older than me, and my sister's like 20 years older than me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a surprise.
Yeah. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yep, my dad poked a little fun at my mom, and she took him serious, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, Kim, that's terrible. Her mom lost 3 before her. But glad she had you.
Yep.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks being an only child, but then again, it doesn't. I don't have to. Well, when they were alive, I didn't have to fight with anybody to, for their inheritance or anything from their house or anything. But then again, I didn't have any help when they were sick either.
Yeah.
So outside of my wife and mother-in-law and everything, so they were both fantastic. But it has its positives and negatives, I guess. So
just like everything else.
oh yeah. But it is what it is.
Pros and cons to everything in life.
Yeah, that is definitely true. That is definitely true. So what do you? Oh, let's talk about our show tomorrow. We are going to have some. I found some houses that are decorated for Halloween that are pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to show them to you just yet. I mean, they're not as big of a laugh or a surprise as what you did with costumes and stuff. That was funny. I found some pretty cool ones. A lot of them that have the 12-foot skeleton and everything. That's pretty cool. So
yeah, those are pretty common, man.
Yeah,
I see a lot of them.
Yeah, and since they came out with those, now they're coming out with different like variations of them. One has like a pumpkin head. One is a like a Grim Reaper almost. They're coming out with some pretty cool ones, but the problem is they're like $300-$400 a pop.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. And it kind of upsets me because I mean they're really cool to have, and I would like to have more, but I'm not gonna spend that much money just to like $1,000 worth of decorations in the front yard.
Yeah, see that's I have a hard time spending a lot of money on decorations because I'm not a real big decoration guy anyway.
I would say I do too, but that doesn't sound right looking at the interest that I had.
Yeah, I don't think you can seriously. I don't see how you could say that with a straight face.
But actually, in all honesty, those tombstones, they're styrofoam. They're cheap.
Right.
Dolls that we have, they were from garage sales, so that was cheap. Skeletons, well, they're kind of expensive. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Okay, so I found just a tease for tomorrow. I found a couple that we can look at.
Okay.
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 And let me load them up here.
And I will do two as well. Let's do that.
As soon as I can get them to work.
Did I do this right? Oh, I did the wrong one. Oops. So once again, this is going to be Waking Up Weird tomorrow at 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, right?
8 o'clock a.m.
Why was I questioning that?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh,
And why can't I get this to work?
Well, I had video clips, so that was my own dumb mistake. There we go. Okay. Let me see here. There's one that's uploading. Okay. So, well, I don't want that one. I don't want that one.
Yeah.
So one of them's going to be my brother-in-law's house, and I really wish that I had gone over there and taken pictures of myself, because he's got a really big display, but it's a small yard, so you need to almost get a couple different pictures of it.
Gotcha.
So here is two of them that I found. Hang on a second. So this one here, and I don't know where these are at, but I just think they're pretty cool. Lots of skeletons. I like the skeletons on the roof coming out of the windows.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Yeah. Not real scary. I mean, the heads on the stakes a little scary, but nothing really terrible. And
this is not letting me do this for some reason. I'm gonna have to do it another way here.
Can you tell I like skeletons? And this is my house. It almost looks like a mini White House. The skeletons around it. Is that letting you load them?
No.
A lot of the ones that I downloaded were not JPEGs. So that could be it. Oh, cool.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Hollywood monster.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
And I like this one. This is funny.
Okay, it didn't change. I kind of like the do-it-yourself ones too. I mean,
yeah,
the store-bought ones are pretty cool, but do it yourself. Yeah, it takes some time, but it's pretty cool to. Zoom into that so we can see a little, make it a little bigger.
Let me see if I can here. It's not letting me.
Okay. That's cool.
There we go. That worked?
Oh, that's awesome. You know what I thought of? I thought of doing something like that, but I thought of getting like an old toilet and just putting it in the front yard and putting a skeleton on the front yard on the toilet.
I like this one. This one's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. But I used to have a lot of these inflatable things in the front yard, but I have had really bad luck with with them just blowing over. And I have them secured in different spots and stuff, but I got that. We did that. I had that in my front yard.
But I think that's that one, and that one's going to be my. Let's see. Well, this one, I like that one. It's funny.
Yeah. Let's see.
But this one, hang on a second. I dig that one.
Yeah. Okay.
And there we go.
So this is a better picture of what we did. Yeah, so actually when we were we had a contractor over here working on our house, putting a patio cover on in the back. He had like 3 trash cans, and we're like, "Hey, Bill, can we buy a trash can off you?" And he's, "Hey, you can just have it." So we put stickers on it and everything, and all these are stickers, and then painted this, and then had a pump in there. It's really easy to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like that one. And the fun thing is,
See, I think you
least,
ought to do one that's a combination of that, but with the toilet thing, with the pump and the stuff coming out of the butt.
Honey. But not have him sitting on the toilet, just kind of have him up a little bit so you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh. and maybe not green.
Oh no, I think you got to do the whole toxic green thing. You don't want to do red.
Oh. So look for that next year on if anybody in my neighborhood's watching. And they say that HOAs don't like this kind of stuff. The neighborhood we live in has an HOA, and I'm one of the trustees. So you know what? I approve it.
There you go. There you go.
The grosser, the better, I think. But and actually, we had some neighbors that we really didn't like. We didn't get along with that live right next door to us. A couple years ago,
I can't
they're long
picture you
gone now.
not getting along with anybody.
Well, they kind of pissed us off, but that's another thing. So they started it, they instigated it. So, and once you get on my bad side, I hold grudges a long time. So I get that from my mom. Anyway, they pissed us off. So actually, before that, we had them over. We asked them to come over for a Halloween party one year, and oh, that's not really our thing. So like, okay, whatever. So then they pissed us off, and then we're like, game on Halloween, because we knew they didn't like that stuff. And I have like 10 mannequins that I haven't put out yet. One's a Mike Myers, one's a alien. I have a mad scientist, and then just some other kind of crazy thing, and a few others. And we were going to line our backyard along the fence by their house with all these creepy looking mannequins, just everything stare over at them. But we were about to, and then we kind of looked at each other like, do we really want to egg this on like this? I said, yeah, but
Right.
my wife said, no, might not be a good idea. So we didn't do it. and I wish we would have. But
Kimber says, "Yeah, once you flip the bit switch, all bets are off."
Yeah. Well, it got so bad. Well, I don't want to say it. Never mind. They were just horrible people. They were just horrible people. And if you look up, you know what a Karen is, right?
Oh yeah.
If you do
Karen
a Google
and a
search,
Chad.
Karen, yeah, whatever the guy name is, but if you do a Google search on a Karen, you'll get an image of Karen, what we perceive that this Karen will look like. We did that, and that's the exact picture of the neighbor, what our neighbor looks like. I mean, she had the Karen hairdo and everything, and the picture that we searched for it was a spitting image of her. It wasn't her, but it looked just like her, and it was funny. So we changed their names and everything.
Karens and Chads.
Karens and Chads. Yeah, we changed their name to Karen and Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I my neighbors had some friends. They were married, and no kidding, the real names, Ken and Barbie.
Wow. Was she a blonde?
Yes.
Wow. That's weird. We have a Mary and Joseph that live down the street.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't think their kid's name is Jesus, though. Ooh, Smokey's got a good idea. A plastic porta potty skeleton taking a leak. Huh.
Melissa says her ex-brother and sister-in-law's names were Jack and Diane. Huh.
Yes, he was Little Patty. My mom and dad were Ron and Nancy, and they got a big kick of when Reagan was in office.
Oh, I bet.
So, yeah. They never dressed up as them.
Oh,
for Halloween or anything. That would have been cool. But back then, we didn't really do adult Halloween parties, or they didn't do them. I was still young.
Well, see, when I was growing up, I lived out in the country. There wasn't no sense in decorating the house for anything.
Yeah, that's true.
The outside of the house. I mean, you know, we lived out in the boonies at that time.
Yeah.
Like, Now the inside, whole different ballgame.
Oh yeah. And nowadays, I'm seeing a lot more houses decorated for Halloween, more than just putting like a little pumpkin outside. Like when I was a kid, I would see, pumpkins and maybe like a scary picture or something outside. Now it's maybe not to the extent of the pictures that we just showed, but I mean, there's more, skeletons out, and there's more spooky stuff out.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of neat. The kids love that. Kids love that stuff.
There's a house down the road from me that's got one of those big, tall skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got one of the skeleton dogs that are like 5 feet tall.
Yep.
And he's holding it with a leash.
Yep. That's what we should do. Dog. I got to write this stuff down. Porta potty. Skeleton. Skeleton dog. On leash. With Little Joe. That's our big skeleton's name.
See, I'd have to have a skeleton dog, on a fire hydrant.
Peeing. I'm going to tell my wife this afterwards, and she's going to not be happy. Well, actually, she will. She loves this stuff too.
Skeleton holding a pooper scooper behind it.
Pooper scooper. We have one of those.
There you go.
That would be funny. So there's this this house that's near us, and they actually have a Facebook page called Skeletons on Kurth. That's actually the road that this house is on, Kurth Road. And I think they have 2 of those big skeletons plus a bunch of like 6-foot skeletons. And for like the Olympics, they have them set up as, whatever Olympic event they pick, like bobsledding or whatever. They do stuff like that. Track, they'll have them posing in a track pose or whatever. And it is hilarious. I mean, they don't really do anything that's like spooky decorated for Halloween or anything.
Right.
Excuse me. But they just do some really, really cool creative stuff that does that. I think that's pretty cool. I do have a couple of their pictures that I'm going to show tomorrow. Skeleton dog pissing on. Okay, we got that. Oh, thank you, Smokey. You know what? I will. Which one did Smokey? The porta potty one. I will. You know what? If I do that, I'm going to put do some kind of Smoky Mountain reference on. I'll have him wear a jacket or something. It'll be like Smoky Mountains on it. So there, I'll do that for you, Smoky. I'm going to write this down. Porta potty, Smoky. The problem is when I go back and look at this, I'm going to see porta potty, Smoky Mountain skeleton. What the hell does that mean? So, all right, I'm getting my list for next year. Next year is going to be epic. And one year, Kim, that kind of reminds me, we had I bought a bale of hay and I put 2 skeletons sitting on a hay, and I bought some firewood and I put firewood up like a bonfire, stacked it up with wire and kind of kept it in place, and I put some orange lights in there and had them kind of glistening, and I had it like they were roasting, and they had a stick with some chicken bones and stuff on it, and like they were at a bonfire, and that was kind of cool too. So I've done that already, Kim. And I used to do my display to lights, to music, but that got to be a little too much every now and then to put that together. That was a lot of work.
I found you something.
Uh-oh. I wonder if my wife is watching this. I hope so. Don't be surprised if you see me in that mask. Oh, man. Where did you find that?
I just looked up weird Halloween. It corrected itself to weird Halloween costumes.
Looks like Mo. It kind of did look like Mo from the Three Stooges.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
But yeah, I love Halloween. Now, you don't decorate much, do you?
No, not really.
Yeah. We go all out on Christmas too. So it's not just
Well,
Halloween.
we decorate, but it's not like the scary stuff. It's the cute stuff,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. But we'll leave the skeleton up for Christmas too. And my aunt-in-law made a big, like an oversized Santa costume for him. So we dressed little Joe up as Santa Claus.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah. Kim, next year I expect to see pictures from your Halloween display or Christmas, whichever one. Kim, did you move, or are you looking to move? I thought you were.
Yeah, I thought she was too. Probably just hadn't come about, hadn't done it yet or something. I don't know.
Yeah. She is, okay. Because she's had some encounters at her house that weren't that great.
Mm-hmm.
No rush in it, Kim. I mean, it's take your time, find something. So, all righty. Well, we are almost at an hour.
We are indeed.
So, I think Miranda says it looks like Christmas threw up in my house. Wow. Mine looks like the Griswolds on the outside, or it used to. But not so much anymore. We have a really steep roof, and I don't get up on that roof anymore. So, but all right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in to and sharing and spending your Tuesday afternoon with us here, and hope you guys had fun. Appreciate you guys again, and don't forget tomorrow morning to tune in to Waking Up Weird. We will have some more fun houses and stuff for you to look at. So,
yep.
And Tex, thank you so much for coming in too. Appreciate you, brother.
My pleasure.
All righty.
We'll see you in the morning.
See you guys tomorrow morning. Oh, I always do this. I always talk about signing off, and then I forget where I'm at, and then I don't have the out music going. Okay, here we go. See you guys. Have a good day.